Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, internet beware. Lens incoming. It's showtime. Hi, guys. There you are. 5 more levels for this one to finish up the leveling process, and then we'll move on to our last, for now, character who is not at the cap, for now. Also, for now. Welcome to your weekend. Hopefully it will be glorious. Probably a bit much of an ask, but hey. We'll give it a try and see if we can get to a live Tequatl. Why not? We'll see if there's enough people around. Might not be. If you wait too long, all of the other instances will have filled up and you'll end up on the half-full instance and you'll lose. You'll be a loser. It's... might be okay. We will turn off player names. Yeah, I'm kind of dubious. If it fails, it fails. I'll move on. We'll know pretty quick once Tequatl lands. Well, more people are coming, so... a lot of people like me in a snooze and lose mode. It is 2 minutes plus. And once we do this, where shall we go? We're working on 3, right? Mining ore in Dredge Hunt, Harathi, or Blaze Ridge. Probably go to Blaze Ridge. Yeah, probably go to Blaze Ridge. Yeah, Blaze Ridge probably. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Blaze Ridge. So that's where we'll go if we don't have enough people here to finish off Tequatl, but the numbers are increasing. Our odds are improving. Less than 2 minutes. Oh, I will grab some delectable birthday cake. Stat buff. The hero banner.
Time to do some real
Don't
damage.
know what produced the musical bit there. We have rolled over our day.
Always be loyal to your crew.
So, less than 60 seconds now. We'll hear the dulcet tones of the Quaggan going, "There's something in the water!" Which will mean that there is something in the water. The something is Tequatl. The Sunless.
Excelsior.
So apparently, only has daughters. Wait a second. Oh, S-U-N. Yeah, that makes more sense. Sunless with S-U-N. No sun. No shining sun over our head. Yeah, that's logical. There he is. That's Slup Sloop.
Brothers, sisters, ready yourselves. Tequatl is here.
Slup Sloop. Just busting shit up. You can't go to the bar with this guy. Just causes so much damage. Alright. Water. Jumped successfully.
outrun a centaur. Impressive combination.
Try to res somebody. Got him. Fear. I'm scared. I'm all a-scared stuff.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oh, here comes a big water splashy splash again. I'll jump it. 2 for 2 today. When I can see it, I normally jump. But it is sometimes difficult to see. Alright, that's from the other hand. Ooh, I was afraid I jumped too soon. Not quite. It's fine. Right hand shocky wave this time. I
I
haven't
could
missed
outrun a
yet.
centaur. Slash it off.
Keep shooting him, stabbing him, bonking him, do all of the stuff to water the suns. There he goes.
Watch for the tingling
That's the hardest part of the fight.
Defend the battery. We can't fire the laser without them.
Wait, why is he still standing there? Okay, there we go.
Target is in the air. Repeat.
Target is in the air.
Lethal combination. I like it.
The western battery is under attack.
Exemplifying excellent engineering.
Is sworn.
Compact is swinging.
Two.
Sure, which compact he's talking about. I didn't swear anything. I swear a lot, but I didn't swear an oath.
Structural integrity compromised.
Deader.
Kill everything.
Sharp blade, sharp mind.
And there is the champion Great Hypnos. Still dying before she even gets to her anchor point, or tether point. So today we got the introductions of all of the the last 3. There yet? Not quite. Of the last 3 elite specs that we will be getting on October 28th with the new expansion. Today we got Evoker, which is primarily allowing you to be a single attunement elementalist. Not exclusively, but largely that's what it's based on. So you can pick whichever attunement you want and just stick with that one. It'll make it a little more straightforward for players who just want to play Fire Wizard to just play Fire Wizards.
Train all weapons on the beam.
That one seems relatively straightforward. Right here he comes again. That one seems relatively straightforward. Also, a little bit on the boring side, it seemed, was the rev. Pretty straightforward. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, it's just a thing. And then we've got
We need the power cell to bring down
the more interesting seeming of the 3, which is the engineer.
Repeat. Target is in the air.
That one seems, strange, to be sure. But there's nothing wrong with strange.
Time to do some real damage.
It seems interesting. Because it seems to have a lot of flexibility in it. You get to pick your F skills. Kind of a new deal. They're mixing up a lot of the mechanics to try and make something that's different than previous stuff they've done, which is good. Does mean some of them are going to be a little bit more straightforward.
Northern battery to
what people have been wanting, basically a I don't want to swap elemental attunements constantly. Elementalist spec for a long time. So that one will not be unwelcome. And it might not even be like fire. It's a good one. It might be air. The air attunement seems pretty good, gotta say. She's back again.
Impressive combination.
I barely got within. I had to charge. Somebody stunned her. She didn't get anywhere close to getting anywhere. Poor thing. It's got to be so depressing. You're a boss. You think, hey, I'm gonna kill a bunch of people and scare them, and then the petty mortal creatures just absolutely kick your ass. I'm assuming there's a couple more in the daily. Yes, it is. 5 veterans, and 3 combo skills. Oh.
I could outrun a centaur.
And okay, right there, you couldn't see it because I don't know if the graphics setting or what the deal is, but basically, yeah, you never. I don't think I've ever seen the mega laser hit Tequatl, but it
Lethal
always hits
combination.
him.
I like it.
Maybe it's infrared or ultraviolet laser, or perhaps even a grazer, a gamma ray laser. That would work.
We need the power cell to bring down the funnel.
I have leveled, so I'm now at 76. 4 more to go.
Target is in the air. Repeat.
The target is in the air. The door is ajar. Repeat, the door is ajar. Definitely mine was the kill shot. Definitely.
Ready, willing, and
And the kill shots on all of these are obviously also my claim. And she's back again. I did 15,291 damage to her. Only 6,340 that time.
Closing on your location.
And it's about time to finish him off. Or Tequatl. Every few hours. Kind of sad. Oh, look. Another dungeon.
Train all weapons on the beat.
And here comes Tequatl. There's the shot.
you will know my wrath.
And poor Tequatl. Well. Sorry, buddy. Now we're heading over to Fields of Ruin, and then into Blaze Ridge Steps, I think it is. The next one to the north. Oh, what scared the Mawas? Those all get put away. We have a spoon. Excellent. A hat that's not as good as the hat we're wearing. A chest we can't wear. A sword at 756 is slightly better. Shield we can't use. That sold. Along with the spoon. Can't use. Alright. The other bags, boxes, rewards over here. There's the level. Watchwork sprockets.
We have completed the task at hand.
Can we get our first Ecto?
This
We
is
can!
the
We have
only
our first
proper
Ecto
course.
on this character. We open the blue. Chest is an improvement. Hammer, can't use. Focus, can't use.
We have completed the task at hand.
Next box is the green box.
Sweet,
Can't use,
sweet
can't
loot.
use. Can't use. Can't wear. Can use. Better than the spear. Sadly, the equipping of the spear is not quite as transparent as one might want. Because it might equip it in the wrong spot. Water instead of
This is the only proper course.
dry land. I'm just going to finish this off. Just take a sec. The yellow.
Oh, shiny.
Gosh, it is shiny. What's on value of shiny? Short bow. That's an improvement. Longbow we cannot use. 777 scepter. That sounds like someone has fed it into the text-to-speech.
Target destroyed.
Which, by the way, text-to-speech is a pox upon the stream viewing audience. Just want to get that out there. You will never see me implement a text-to-speech, as I hate it beyond words.
Power flow at
Ooh,
30%.
a symbol of
Rerouting.
control currently selling for 40 silver. Very nice to get that from something low level. Let's see, we've got the gold.
Sweet, sweet loot.
Can't use, can't use. Could use, but it's not as good. In other words, that was not the optimal outcome.
Now I shall break you.
Ectos, very nice. Better outcome with the Ectos. Those get sold. We have 4 champion boxes. Pistol. My current pistols, this is better than. Main hand. Offhand. Can't wear. Can't wear. Can't wear.
This is most remarkable.
Almost done going through all of my stupid loot. The 4 wins prize bags. Nothing great in there, except a couple of champion bags. Can't use, can't use, can't use.
Now I shall break you.
Now he shall break me, evidently. According to what he's saying. He's telling everyone he's going to break me. I don't think it's going to work out the way he wants. We did get 1 item of attire upgrade, I do believe. So that is random dies time, and here we go. We have Godless, which is a nice die. Nightmare, which is a very nice die. Shadow Green. And Strawberry Cream. No, I take that back. Celery is the last one. We do have a vendor in here. Let's go ahead and sell the junk in our proverbial trunk.
May Lissa aid you.
Great, fix me up.
You'll find everything you
And
need
then
here.
let me sell stuff. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Not quite. Not quite. Not
What do
quite.
you need?
All right. We will now continue our leveling up of this character in, I do believe it is Blaze Ridge Steppes. It's Blaze Ridge Steppes. Probably will not be finishing out the map as I expect. That will manage the level well before. Levels well before then. We have a heart here. There's ogres again. Ogre supplies, flag stands.
Ready for a challenge?
You're going down.
Ogre supplies, flag stands. Rock dot
Time to
count?
do some real
I am
damage.
somewhat dubious. It does not. So probably more on the other side of the bridge. Brawls between Char and humans help patrols combat ogres and revive fallen allies. Like this one.
Let's do this.
Wake up! Wake up! Fuming. Ebon Vanguard Soldier.
Thank the gods you came along.
You're a soldier. She's a soldier. Act like soldiers, soldier!
Yeah, it's okay.
Take my advice. Never attack a creature before you study.
So now all we have to do before we decide how we're going to spec our future spec characters for the new elite specializations is for people to start running the numbers.
Thank you for your help. Okay, enough.
Worse it gets, the better I fight.
And, oh look, Ogre.
Time to do some real damage.
And Pet. Missed me. Until I fell off the freaking thing. It's fine. Res this one. Come back over here. Res that one. Another Ogre Hunter. And that will probably be enough to finish out the heart. Where are you running, dude? There you go. Heart complete. I was correct. We've completed Renown Heart. That's the dailies already taken care of. 10 more achievement points. Wait. Are we full? We're full. We're full on points. What shall we get? Don't like these items. Gotta say, not a huge fan of those cosmetics. As you may note, I have all the other cosmetics. Legendary Weapon Starter Kit, Frenzy, Minstrel, Sunrise, or Rodgort. 3 Ascended Armor Chests would be a nice 540 points would get 60 more Mystic Coins, another 120 gold, give or take. Yeah, money kind of does talk, you know. There we go. 60. I have 1,554 of them in the bank and in storage.
Do your worst.
Do my worst. My worst is pretty bad. But that was a quick 120 gold. Just cash that in. Go. Fix the fishing nets, or possibly fish the fixing nets. Potato. Potato. Grab fish in the barrel. Come with me, and you'll see. There you go. Who's a good salamander drake? You're a good salamander drake. Let's turn people names back on. Event failed. I failed an event, and I wasn't even aware of it. It's not my fault. I promise, it's realistically not my fault. What could I have possibly done differently? I have no idea. Fix the fishing nets, and the fishing nets, and maybe even the fishing nets. It's like drake fishing with a barrel. Hi. Drake love their fishies. Part complete. I think we have a Chapter 3 achievement for mining stuff up. So we will mine stuff up. Pardon me. I think it's just mining, but, you know, we're here. We have an axe. We might as well give it 40 wax. That was a Lizzie Borden reference. Famously accused of killing her father and stepmother with an axe. I'll whack you with a hammer. Now I have an old Ascalonian dagger. Well, I can throw that at a branded devourer too and miss entirely. How about we try that again? There we go. Absolutely better. Is this a bunch of branded? Oh, it's two branded fighting a NPC. We'll just take them out.
We've driven them off for now.
Stop blocking all of my shots. You jerk. Hey, that's another level. Who'da thunk? Possibly me. $77.
Time to do some real damage.
3 more levels. 3 more levels. Right now we're just murdering the branded. If we come upon any of the abandoned Ascalonian weapons, we'll use those to provoke them. I think we get extra progress if we, whack them in the head with an old Ascalonian mace. Like that. Maybe throw an Ascalonian torch at him, but You guys with the shields, they're just the worst. See what I mean? They're just the worst.
Time to do some real damage.
We've driven them off for now.
I've driven them off for now. Good job, me. Thanks, me. It's going to summon one. Yes, it is. But he's got...
Feel the fury.
Feel the fury. It's pretty furious. I think you'll agree. Hard complete. Let's grab the kite basket supplies box, which is probably just a crystal.
Oh,
Yep.
shiny.
Two quartz crystals. Bonus! Oh, and a recipe that I almost certainly already have. I do. Don't suppose I can sell that because it's probably... Yeah, okay. Well, I'll sell it to a vendor for an unclear amount. Probably 1 silver and 32 copper. Because that's what it sells for. The value on crystals is extremely depressed right now because so many people are buying the gamble boxes for the current event. And one of the things you get out of those boxes is the crystals, so their value is extremely depressed right now. Whereas the value for ectoplasms is up by almost 50%. From about 34 silver each to about 51, which would be pretty much exactly 50%. And that's because people are using ectos for gambling purposes. Because one ecto, valued at about 50 silver, can get you 7 boxes. And each of those 7 boxes has a chance to give you something worth as much as 10,000 gold. It won't happen to you, won't happen to me. Did happen to my friend EBM. After last year getting the Queen Bee infusion, which I believe she sold for about 4,000 gold, she got the bleeping, at least what I think is the most valuable one, the Chak infusion, yesterday or the day before, or it doesn't really matter. It's streamer privilege. I mean, not like, streamer like me, but a streamer who actually has people watch. EBM, curse you! Otherwise, she's a delightful person. Other than the fact that this is 2 years in a row where she's got extraordinarily valuable stuff against long odds. As an example, a year ago, on Reddit, someone put up the stats for the 2 million boxes they opened. I did not misread it. It was 2 million. And it cost him about like 280,000 gold in materials and stuff to acquire them. And he got about 237,000 gold worth back out. So the 2 million boxes set him back 50,000 gold. And out of those 2 million, I believe he got one of the Shack egg sacks. One. And yet EBM got one. I'm not saying the fix is in, but boy is the fix in.
After them!
Feel the fury.
I was watching Taja earlier. Sadly, she did not have that kind of luck. Sorry, Taja, I was rooting for you.
You're gonna get it, and I'm gonna give it to you.
You're gonna get it, and I'm gonna give it to you. Is that a promise? Because that might be fun. So despite the fact that I do feel the urge to gamble, the only time I actually gamble with those boxes is when there's a daily for it. I think it's like buy 3. I think I bought 10 because I thought it was buy 10, buy and open 10. I think it's actually buy and open 3. Regardless, I'm certainly not going to be spending any extraordinary, extravagant amounts of money or materials, because basically it's materials. You can trade crafting mats in varying amounts depending on the value of the crafting mat for these boxes. So, I mean, if I was to trade it all in for boxes, I'd have a metric shit ton of boxes, because I got a lot of crafting mats. But much to his own surprise, Linz doesn't fall into that trap. The only gambling I've ever done in this game was there's a recipe you can do for Mystic Clovers. And you can do the recipe either with one of each item, which will occasionally give you one Mystic Clover, or you can do 10 of the item, which will occasionally give you 10 of the Mystic Clover. In other words, over time, the payback is the same. But in the short term, you're more likely to, if you need, say, 5, you're more likely to get 5 by going at them one at a time than 10 at a time. You can be more granular in your attempts, so to speak. But I have gambled for 10 at a time and got them relatively quickly. You know, if I needed 20, it's a gamble as to whether you want to take a short time or a longer but more reliable time.
And a third in the brand.
And I went the short time and got lucky both times in that I got it in a below average number of goes.
I hope others will come to reinforce.
Let's do this before the brand keeps something else out on us.
The thought alone is traitorous.
That was satisfying.
That's the only
But I
gambling
took
I've
back
done
on watch.
in this
The
game.
air has
Outside of Black Lion chests. Those, because you at least you get a tangible thing out. In that the Black Lion chest will always give you a Black Lion statuette, which means that over time you get a whole bunch of statuettes. You can buy anything that appeared in the Black Lion store eventually. You can get lucky and get cool stuff, but worst case, you get the equivalent of a blue chip stamp. And boy, am I old. I don't know if blue chip stamps or green chip stamps even exist anymore. For all I know, they've went out of business 50 years ago. I will not be taking on that champion imbued aberration because he would hurt me. Probably a lot. I don't know that for a fact. Maybe he's a really nice guy. Totally has a bad rep. That's possible. But more likely, yeah, the death thing. We are getting close to level 78. The excitement is palpable. I can palp it. Is that thing following me? It is. And when I hit 80, I'll be swapping over to my last, so far, not level capped character. I have an NG who is about level 50.
Time to do some real damage.
Take some poison, punk. Hurts, don't it? I will commune with this place of power. Will that be 78? I think it will. It is 78. Crafty bits. Hat I can't wear. Pistol, not as good.
I was manufactured to the highest standards.
I'm not sure I believe that he was actually manufactured to the highest standards, but he does keep saying it. So, I don't know, maybe. We're now in sort of the branded area there. That purplish. If you're not familiar with the lore, one of the Elder Dragons, Kralkatorrik by name, he flies over, and everything he flies over gets branded. It's that purple crystalline thing. A corruption, as it were. And more branded. Also, one
Time to do
of
some real damage.
Kralkatorrik's minions, the Shatterer, is a world boss who comes through here every some amount of time. Don't remember what the exact amount of time it is. 2 or 3 hours, I think. Comes through. Quartz crystal. Another. Whoops, that's not what I wanted at all. I had range. I was planning on keeping it.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Let's res this poor guy. That's the Shatterer flying overhead right there. That's him. The event I don't think is coming up anytime soon. As he just simply flies around on this map, making people nervous. There's another player. If there are a number of players around, then maybe it's actually coming up. But I don't think so. There are a few. Shatterer in 18, thank you. If it's in 18, I'm definitely going to be around for it then. Top of the hour. Note to self. Lens. Lens, are you paying attention? What? Top of the hour. Shatterer. Thank you very much. Doesn't surprise me given the fact there are at least a couple people waiting already. Although people sometimes will show up really early for events. But generally there is some event going on every 15 minutes. And so I would expect more people to show up, you know, in 5 or 10 when the previous event ends. As that's going to be starting in 2 minutes, whatever that was. There is, for those of you not familiar with it, there is an event timer for Guild Wars 2. You can access it very simply by being in game and typing, is the fire elemental right now? Yeah. By typing /wiki and then the wiki entry, and it will take you to the wiki and it will show you the wiki entry in an external browser. And just /wiki ET will take you to the event timer, which shows you which events are up throughout all of the maps, including the festival maps. Yep. If any of you are playing and are not familiar with it, the wiki for Guild Wars 2 is pretty amazing. The speed with which they update it when there's new information is... The people who work on it do really, really good prompt job. Oh, I have lots of spooters. Spooters everywhere. Stupid spooters. The wiki is a genuinely great resource for players in this game. Guild Wars 1 as well, there's a wiki for that game. Yeah, I have used that too. I'm less familiar with it, so I get less information out of it than someone who is more familiar with Guild Wars 1. Obviously, I'm very familiar with Guild Wars 2, and so for me, the information I get out for Guild Wars 2 is always something I understand, whereas it wasn't always the case in Guild Wars 1 when I was playing Guild Wars 1. I will say, however, that the Guild Wars 1 community was enormously helpful. Much more so, simply because they were around all the time and willing to help. They gave me stuff. They gave me information when I needed information. It's always nice to see, and it doesn't surprise me that the Guild Wars 1 community was like that, because in large extent, the Guild Wars 2 community is the same way. They're happy to help out players. Guild Wars 2 case, because for so many years, if we said we played Guild Wars 2, people would go, "Isn't that game dead?" And we'd have to tell them, "No, it's not dead. It's doing great." And actually, lately, I have been watching a few people who have just recently discovered Guild Wars 2. And it is fun watching an established streamer who's not familiar with the game fall in love with the game. Like 2 years ago or so, it was Preach, if you're familiar with Preach, who at least previously frequent new player streams for this game. Yeah, it's really fun to see the excitement as it registers, as they get it about what's different about the game, what's good about the game. Because sure, you can sit down and play and not get it. I mean, when I first bought the game and got into the first beta, 2 hours in, I'm going, I don't know if this game's going to work for me at all. But right about the 2 hour point, I started to get it. And that was the same experience I had with a bunch of my friends. I said, at first, you're going to be confused. You're going to think the game's a piece of crap. And then a couple hours in, you'll get it. And that is what I have experienced. But it was fun watching Preach, who, if you're familiar with him, primarily was well known as a WoW streamer. Watching him go through all of the game content including all of the raids and doing all of the raids blind. That was a blast watching him do all of that. New players, especially from WoW, forget everything you know. Yep, exactly. Yeah. Well, not everything. The hotbar buttons work the way you think they do. You press the button, a thing happens. That's kind of it. Oh, and the mounts. Yeah, if you've played Dragonflight, then you understand how the flying mounts work, because they ripped it off. Mind you, that's not a complaint. Game design is an incredibly theft-heavy profession. So, yeah, I expect game companies to steal good stuff from other games. And right now, yep, sharing nodes, open tapping. Right now, I have been watching Zepla, who I didn't really know about, except I saw her a few times with Preach, and she's been playing it. And just a couple of days ago, on like Monday, I think she hit, maybe it wasn't Monday, maybe it was a week ago. She hit the end of Living World Season 2. And you know, we said, yeah, that's how we found out about the expansion, was through what you just watched. Through the cinematic they gave you at the end of Living World Season 2. And she is having an absolute freaking blast with it. She's running around on the first map in HOT now. I think she's stuck her head in briefly into the second map, into Auric Basin, but mostly she's running around the first map, getting masteries right now. And if anyone out there is a World of Warcraft streamer who is poo-pooing that, I will just simply say I will echo what Preach said. After he'd been playing for, you know, a month or two.
Time to do some real damage.
His opinion was, and I will try to quote the punchline, is if you're not playing Guild Wars 2, if you're a fan of MMORPGs and you're not playing Guild Wars 2, here's the quote: you're fucking yourself. So yeah, if you're a WoW player who would be hesitant to play Guild Wars 2, don't be. Try it. Give it a fair shot. If you don't like the game systems, and I can understand why somebody wouldn't. Some people really, the vertical progression is what they love most. And so you're not going to get that experience out of Guild Wars 2. I still enjoy the vertical progression in Guild Wars 2, or in WoW. I play pretty much every expansion when it comes out in WoW. But if you said I could only play one game for the rest of my life, or one MMO RPG for the rest of my life, it'd be Guild Wars 2. Saw a new streamer the other day say they like grinding. It's like, well, maybe this isn't the game for you. Yeah, it's the gameplay, I think, supports it. I think the gameplay is good enough that if you enjoy grinding, you can grind as much as you want here, and that the gameplay actually is good enough where it can support it. But yeah, if you're doing it for like grinding for loot or something, yeah, it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's not the one for you. But the gameplay itself is good enough. I mean, this character is almost level 79, and this will be my 38th capped character on my main account. I have 9 more on an alt account. I enjoy leveling up in this game. I enjoy the open world gameplay. And, you know, it's obvious I'm not interested in vertical progression, at least as far as this game goes. That is level 79. 1 to go. And then I'm going on to the only uncapped character I will have left. because I'm not well in the head. Now, mind you, I'm an inveterate Altor in every game I play. Okay, we've got 7 minutes for the Shatterer. I might be able to get this done. Every time there's a Reddit question about what's the worst heart in the game, this one always wins. Now, for me, I don't think it's the worst heart in the game, but it's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Stand behind the 2 tents and just run back and forth till done? Really? I know that there's supposed to be a way where you can run around the outside, and I tried following those directions, and that got me nowhere. Hey, oh good, this one's a lens-seeking missile. Oh, but where's the fun in that? See, when I can actually cover a fair amount. Nope, 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 nope. Yeah, okay. That was a pretty good run. We got, what, about 40% done? It's just universally hated. Everybody hates this heart. He goes right to it. Turn around. Get out. Thank you. Personally, there are ones that I hate more. I realize, oops, that's the wrong way. Yep. I'm in the minority, but there are ones that I hate much more. In part because I've run so many key farms on, you know, the first tiers of maps. There are hearts in there that I just absolutely detest. Certain of the water hearts, for instance. Guild Wars 2 does water combat by far better than any other game. That doesn't mean that it does it well. But it does it better. We've got 5 minutes. I don't think that's gonna work. Yep, you got me. If they gave us a distract, like WoW Thieves have, that would be a lot different. He's going to see me. Yep. 1 or 2 more. Not too bad. But I completely understand why it is the most hated. But I've done it enough times that I'm relatively quick at it. Yeah, quit your tail flipping and move. Quit staring at the flag. That's just cheating. Make sure no one activates this flag. There we go. Heart complete. Not too bad. Not too good, but not too bad. Mining ore for one of the chapter 3 of the okay, that's I think we done busted our mining pick.
Threshold achieved.
Well, let's get back to the Shatterer then. Don't know if I've ever been this way. Oh, fine. We'll just teleport then. Fine. Set fire to a silver and 44 copper. And, yep. So, you're probably all wondering why I called you here. Yeah, Grant, we all call upon your powers and stuff. This is the new chair. It's available in the Black Lion chest. Gotta say, not a fave. Visually, nice. Unless it's a Kolto tank, in which case I approve. Star Wars reference. Oh. Is he flying around up there? Thought I saw him.
I've made life of a sort. We fight because we must.
An assault being planned against the Shatterer. The Vigil has just begun to collect resources for the siege weaponry. Time remaining to lure out the Shatterer. I'm not sure. Is the pre-event actually a thing? I don't know, actually. It's been so long. I mean, I've done the mission itself a bunch. An angry harpy mom?
I never want to smell, hear, or see another harpy again. In that order.
Time to do some real damage. You are all weaklings.
Where is she? Come on, Mom. Why is she invulnerable? She shouldn't be invulnerable. I'm shooting her. Where'd she go? Come on.
Who would buy a product that gives you harpies?
Who would buy a product that gives you harpies? Is that like herpes? There we go. Event was successful. You always do the pre-events? I'm not even... It's been so long since I did the pre-events. I'm not sure where they are or how significant they are. And we've got... theoretically an NPC right here, but I don't see them. Oh, look, it's Everyone's busting out their chairs today. Well, there's mine. Sure, you've got a moon and you're a pharaoh and all that. I got Death's Throne. Mind you, I didn't earn it. Got it from a streamer, one of their giveaways. And actually, it kind of goes with my fashion right now. Unintentionally. Honestly, no idea. I'm new to this. I'm just following the crowd. Don't die. Kill stuff. Those are people's suggestions. Escort done. Someone has informed us. It never fails to disappoint me when someone has a renameable pet that they haven't renamed. You know, the necromancers, I bet most necromancers would love to be able to name their bone fiend. But the mechanists and the rangers who don't name their pets, come on, guys. Show them a little love. Our neon. Old man.
Come here.
Oh, we got birthday cake. And it's not even my birthday. I'll take the buff. That's the harpies. Already got that heart. Well, I guess we're just waiting. I want to fly. Whee! I can see my house from here. Just kidding. Another yawn. The old man, he just is falling apart.
Some must fight so that all may be free.
Okay, thank you, Vigil Crusader. Some must fight
Some
so that
must
all may be
fight.
free.
So that all may be free.
Yeah, I just heard that other guy say that. Thanks,
Eternal
Crusader.
vigilance.
Ooh, he sells a Charzuka. I want one.
Goodbye.
I have a Charzuka.
United in victory.
I have equipped my Charzuka. I am ready. I'm gonna Charzuka. It was necessary. I had to do that. Perhaps not the best use of 88 coppers ever, but you know. Sometimes a guy just wants to fire off a Charzuka. I mean, who can blame him? The 2 barbs I got is 18 copper, so it only cost me 70 copper. There he is! Who's a good boy?
Shield to the bone.
That was impressive.
Rebound.
Haha, he fell down. Stupid Shatterer. How embarrassing that must be for him. I'm a big dragon. Yar. Whoops. Face down.
Come forward. They'll have to hit much harder.
The Shatterer is summoning pulsing crystal nodes to regenerate. Move to destroy them. That's my 10th node that I've ever destroyed on this fight. That was worth a couple of achievements.
Much better.
That all the... No, we've got a couple nodes left. No, we don't. We have no nodes left. There are no nodes left.
Help! Vigor! Recovery!
I'm neither here nor there.
Attack!
Another.
That was impressive. Target marked. Overflow.
Heal at one.
Now it's on.
Shatter down to 13%. Not a lucky number for him, I'm betting. 4, 3, 2, 1. And touchdown, the crowd goes wild. And level 80. Dun 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 dun. Dang 80. 38.
All shiny.
It is all shiny. It's all shiny and shit. A Shatterer's crystal piece. New clothes. Couple of items I can't use.
This is the only
But
proper
as
course.
is tradition around here, ooh, ecto, when we get a new item of attire while leveling, new dice. Our current die selection, and it's not really thiefy, but it's kind of spiffy. Pastel winter, denim, deep teal, and chalkboard. Chalkboard. We will return this character to a full locked upright position in the Mistlock Sanctuary, and we're going to swap over to what is currently my only non-capped character, and we're going to do a little engineering. Perhaps, maybe a future amalgam? There we are. $38 level 80s, 1 level 50, and an empty slot for key farming. However, the next time character slots go on sale, my money's on that I'm buying enough to get me out to 46 character slots. Because I'm crazy. We can drop off the Black Lion chest in at a bank. Let's see, we are in Adventure Guide Volume 2. If you're a new player, I strongly recommend paying attention to the Character Adventure Guide. Not only does it give you lots of XP, it also explains a whole boatload of stuff. World bosses. We will craft an item. We need 3 more to finish it out. And that's probably good for like 5 levels. Crafting levels. Alright, we're going to make a few things since lefting. Okay, that will be sufficient. We need 3 more. We will select a crafting discipline. We will craft items, and we will earn crafting levels. That's 3. That'll get us up to 20, and that will give us a whole boatload of levels on top of the 50 we're sitting at. Oh, let's see. How about woodworking? Artificer, chef, weaponsmithing, huntsman. Huntsman? Yeah, huntsman. I would like to train huntsman, please. There we go. That's 1. Let's make 20.
I am awesome.
That's it, level 51. Now what we're going to do, that's the 51 rewards. Let's see. I hate those shoes, so we definitely want
The spoils
shoes.
of battle.
level 52. But Lens, you said that was going to be worth like 5. Well, it is because
Find greatness
right there, 57. We were, when I logged into this character, we were level 50. We made 20 pieces of leather. That got us to level 52. And then we cashed that in, and that got us to level 57. 3, 4, 5, 5, and there we are. Now, if you're wondering what all that was for, we got a reward for finishing out Volume 2. That gave us a big chunk. But then that also opens up Volume 3, and we had 7 things waiting to be cashed in that we had already completed, but you can't get XP for until you open Chapter 3. So all of that together is how we went from 50 to 52 to 57. Just that easy. Oh, wrong thing.
That's all I needed.
Right thing. Access to the bank here. We will put that away. Let's see. These are new shoes and a new coat.
This is most remarkable.
These shoes are so fugly that even if I could salvage them and or sell them, I would still throw them out. But as is tradition, as I have commented, when we get a new item of attire, random dies. What's the worst that could happen? The answer is sometimes. It's quite worst indeed. We have Adobe, Mintay, not Minty, Mintay, Tangerine, and Spring Dew. I have all of the common dyes, all of the uncommon dyes, all of the rare dyes, and most of, 3/4 of the exclusives. That's what happens when you, for a couple of years, buy a bunch of keys every time there's a new box. We have 53 points. You're only missing 6 dies. Oh, well, the 2 birthday dies and the 4 of the last set. Yeah, we've got, in what, 2 or 3 weeks, we get the next account birthday. I think it's like the 28th, something like that. So that's upcoming. If you were playing the game at the start, 21. There you go. If you're playing the game at the start, you get a new selection of the high tier birthday dies. Yep, the 3-day head start. Same here. Gadgets. We'll finish gadgets off. 71 is when we get the 3rd specialization, so that's a ways off. We'll just go ahead and get the rest of the skills taken care of. And tools. Yeah, only dies that are really, really, really hard to get, because you have to have been playing the game for enough years, are these ones. Orange cream, taffy, bubblegum, limesicle, and there's 2 others, because those are based on the account age. Not sure where the other 2 are, but we'll get one of them this year. Yeah, so I've got orange cream, taffy, bubblegum, creamsicle, or limesicle, I mean. Orange cream is creamsicle. Can't remember what the other 2 colors are off the top of my teeny tiny head. But I'll be getting one of them. You're missing limesicle and lemon sherbet. Lemon sherbet is clearly one of them. Bubblegum and taffy seem to be the ones people go with first, generally. Not everyone, obviously, because tastes are going to vary. But they are, if not the most stand-outing colors, because that's a pretty bright pink, and that's a really bright light blue. There's the orange cream or creamsicle, if you're old enough to ever enjoy a creamsicle, and then limesicle. Not the electro colors. No, I recognize those names. It's none of the darker colors. Was it before the Jades? I'm not sure. Should have been before the Jades. But I'm not seeing it.
What do you need?
It's not the Green Lion or Blue Lion. Those are new. I don't recognize those. Anyway, there's 2 more dies. We'll be getting one of them this year and then one a year from now. What map should we do? I assume we've done Fields of Ruin. We've not done Fields of Ruin. Fields of Ruin is one of my standard ones. It has really good XP because most people don't run it. And the XP you get for killing a mob out in the world, you get bonus XP depending on how long they've been alive. So if no one ever goes to that map, all of the mobs you kill are worth 3 or 4 times the XP as if you go to a map that's commonly played by a lot of people. Next birthday for your first character is the 21st. Well, there you go. My account age. I've played this character for, well, okay, not that much. I have played across all characters 4,656 hours, over 400 on a second account, over the past 4,731 days. Fields of Ruin. 12,000. Impressive. Most impressive. For me, I played the game and enjoyed the game, but it wasn't until about, I don't know, 6 years ago or so. And I'm guessing I had between 500 and 800 hours at the time. Wooden Potatoes brought out a series of videos. WP, if you're out there, thank you very much. On open world and storyline builds. Built around straightforward ease of play, mostly being power builds, and good sustain. And those builds, watching those videos, didn't just give me good builds. They made me understand the game, which previously I honestly hadn't. And since then, I have played over 4,000 more hours. You took a break mid Living World Season 4 through IBS, played WoW Classic with friends. Hey, I still play WoW during most expansions when they come out. Let's see, I want to go to... Not Lion's Arch. I don't want to remain here either. Curse you. Divinity Fringe, please. And playing with friends is always the right answer.
I hate centaurs.
But seriously, those videos from Wooden Potatoes changed my understanding and enjoyment of the game by a huge amount. Thank you, WP. And I mentioned this to one of the people who's a regular around here, and he has been going through those videos as well, and I think he's finding them very useful. I hope. The builds themselves are a little bit dated, so in some cases there have been changes. In at least one case, it's been made better. The Pistol Deadeye build is better because they reduced the cost of the 3 skill, the Unload. When they reduced the cost of Unload, the build became a no-brainer. It's just so straightforward. Hi, Jorf. Fix me up, please. Buff me. Buff me, Daddy. Okay, I feel creepy having said that. Let's pretend I didn't.
Though the hope of a...
Grab the POI. All right, you separatist scum. Sometimes you just gotta call out the separatists. Are you a sympathizer?
Through our war. The separatists are right. No treaty. Not now, not ever.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out for you, dude. I don't know if you've noticed, but over here, this door is looking awful suspicious. I don't really actually know what a suspicious door would look like.
Fury is mine.
Cultural weaponsmiths. Human cultural weapon? I don't even remember what the human cultural weapons are. Okay.
You honor me.
It's the Ebon Vanguard stuff?
You honor me.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Are you friend or foe?
the Fields of Ruin completion, 4%. I'm almost done, guys. Oh, let's throw some grenades around. You know, the suspicious doors I can do stuff with, but the suspicious rat, not so much. Propaganda. Don't bring a knife to a grenade fight. Jeez, some people just not very smart, I guess.
Fury is mine.
Heart complete. So in the way of too much information that you neither want nor need, I have cold air blowing up my shorts right now. It's a warm day outside, and my AC is reducing my odds of ever reproducing, which were, let's face it, they weren't good to begin with. For those of you who played Guild Wars 1, the grave of Gwen Thackeray, Logan Thackeray's several greats grandmother. Who, frankly, she's got to be really disappointed. Because, I mean, Logan Thackeray is vanilla ice cream without the vanilla. It's an escaped cow. Hi. I said hello, but the cow appeared unmoved by my greeting.
Things are going to get worse before they get better around here.
And who says they're going to get
Tensions are
better?
high. There's much I can teach you.
Fury is mine.
Oh, there's much you can teach me, huh? Oh, let's just give her all of the grenades, huh?
You have seen battle. I can tell by the boldness of your attack.
Yes, the boldness of my attacks. That's what I'm famous for. Bold attacks. Oh. The Skret. Me not run from Skret.
Mine.
Quick! Kill it!
Kill it? Okay. Maybe you weren't talking about you, but I'm going to assume that you were. Oh, you're going to run away. Are you? You think I'm going to just let you run away like that? I'm an engineer. We're gonna enslave your type for our new elite specialization. The Skritmancer. Some people call it the Artificer or whatever the hell it is. But we know it's a Skritmancer.
Attack! Yes!
Attack, no. Sorry, excuse me, please, please. Won't you please excuse me?
The fury is mine.
The fury is mine. I'm just really furious. Not curious, furious. That should be the heart complete. It is, and a level. And the event is done. Like 3 things in once. Level 58. That's what, 8 levels in 10 minutes?
Are you an infant? Oh, do you want someone to
tuck you in too?
Yes, please. I would like someone to tuck me in. That would be
Make
nice.
yourself useful and take these helmets back inside.
Go
I
on,
don't.
do
I
it.
don't think she was being genuine with me.
Relax, you'll live longer.
Not as good as what I'm wearing.
Power flow at 30%.
Power flow is at
Rerouting.
30%. Rerouting. That is an event I have no real interest in doing. Pardon me again. All right, and then a yawn too. Let's see, I'm coughing, I'm yawning. As far as you can tell, I'm not, performing any other physically unpleasant acts. Get the POI here.
Nice to see you.
Do I not? Oh, there we go.
What will this ore be used for after the war?
I don't know. Houses, farm tools, fences.
Sure will be nice to be out of the war trade.
Good evening.
Eat pain.
Welcome to your weekend, I hope. Kaz Ghostflame. That is a solid char name he has given himself.
Fury is mine.
Towards the end of it, but still in it. You can make it. I have faith in you. Me and Kaz Ghostflame working together. Like a good human in char should. Yep, map comp and leveling. A rat. Well, it didn't give me any advancement on the heart, but one less rat. What? Pardon the yawn. Oh my god. It's not that I'm tired, because I'm not. I think it's because I don't breathe enough when I'm babbling. Because my understanding is yawning is caused by an excess of carbon dioxide in the blood. And that I'm just not breathing enough. I'll stop. 73% on your 12. Oh, you're talking full map comp. For me, I do individual map comps as the way I choose to level up. I have done only 2 complete core map comps. I would have no problem with doing more of them, but I don't need additional gifts of exploration until I can trade extras in for gifts of battle, say, which would be nice. ArenaNet, please. You have a whole batch of World v World players out there who aren't really interested in doing world completion, and you have a whole bunch of PvE players who don't want to do World v World. Can't we all just get along and trade?
We could slow production, what with the truce and all.
Everyone else is
Part
celebrating.
complete.
Why not us? We did our part.
While the Char have pulled...
Thank you, Lieutenant. Or possibly Lieutenant if you're, English. Probably never happen, but you'd love to be able to trade Gifts of Battle for Exploration. 28 Gifts of Exploration, so you've done it, yeah, a time or two.
Keep Ascalon in your heart.
One thing I can guarantee them is it's really unlikely that making a PvE player do World v World is going to turn them into a World v World player. They're going to do as much as they need to and no more. I still have 2 Gifts of Exploration. I don't think they have any use unless you're making a legendary. And you also need Gifts of Battle. And for me, the Gifts of Battle are way, way, way more difficult to get. Two so far, you need more Gifts of Battle. Yeah, me too. I've used 2 as well. I made Twilight and Bolt. Made Twilight a number of years ago. I used one of the legendary starter kits to make Bolt. Yeah, some will end up joining, but I mean, the vast majority are going to do only as much as they need to get the Gifts of Battle. And I would expect that that's not meant as a slam on the World v Worlders at all, because I expect most of them who would like to make legendaries aren't going to have that much interest in doing world map completion. So I just think we should all just get along and be able to trade. Please? You resemble that remark? I wasn't personally attacking, but I can understand that. Let's turn all these in, and it still won't be close to being enough. Oh, more than I expected. I don't dislike World v World. I just don't like World v World. So most of the time, if I'm playing, I want to be doing something that I actually enjoy, rather than something that I'm okay with but don't really enjoy. 85 Gifts of Battle, and you see 23 Gen 1. Okay. You are hardcore, and I mean that in the best possible way. I have 2 legendary weapons, 2 pieces of the open world light legendary armor. I have 2 sigils, 6 relics. No, 2 sigils, 6 sigils. 2 sigils, 1 relic, 6 of the armor plug-in bits. God, my brain is turning into cheese whiz. Seals. Whatever the hell they are. My logic was, when it came to legendaries, if I'm making armor, only 1/3 of my characters can use any given piece. Whereas if I'm making sigils or, you know, the armor bit, god damn it, what the hell? Runes. Why couldn't I remember it? I don't know. I don't know, Lens. If I was making those, all of my alts would be able to use them. Yay, heart complete. Do you like, in World of Worlds, the community you found? I can totally get that. That's when I said earlier about skipping out on Guild Wars 2 to play WoW Classic with friends. With friends, every game is better with friends. So anytime you hear anyone say about a game, it's really good with friends, that's kind of a given. They're all really good with friends, pretty much. Fine, we'll just keep blowing your asses up with freaking grenades if that's what it's going to take. Krunko's bugs. There, Krunko. I murdered you and your bugs, although you seem to have walked it off. Casual elitist or an elitist casual? I call myself a hardcore casual. You know, my logic behind that is 5,000 hours. 1,000 of it on Guardian, but mostly in Dragon Hunter. And I can do a decent job on Dragon Hunter. And not a whole lot of the other specs. I'm decent on Mechanist because somebody with a nose and no other way of pushing buttons could play decently on a Mechanist. Mutual, can I license it out from you? Hardcore casual. Yeah, for me, hardcore describes the amount of play, not necessarily the quality of play. Pistol Deadeye, I'm okay at that one too. But again, that's press the button with the 3 on it and win. I mostly play open world and story stuff. Mostly open world these days. Sadly, there are a few story parts that make me want to punch a puppy. So the open world stuff is kind of hit or miss. Or I mean, the story stuff now has become kind of hit or miss for me. As an example, let's say the latest expansion, Janther Wilds. It starts with an unskippable 45-minute conversation. You know, I like playing the game. I enjoyed that conversation the first time a lot. Really good intro. Not being allowed to skip it is an enormous extended middle finger to the people who play a lot of alts. My Rifle Mech for PvE stuff and Bow and World v World, that makes perfect sense. Did you catch the specs that they talked about today? Engineers, they get the Oozmancer, not its real name. The Amalgam. That Act 1 actually, of the 3 today, appeared the most interesting. Most interesting. I will probably more likely be playing more of the Elementalist as a single Elementalist is something the Elementalist community has been hoping for a long time. Eat pain. Really? Eat pain? That's the best I can come up with? Eat pain? Could you two stand a little bit closer together so I don't have to work so damned hard to damage you both with one freaking grenade?
Nothing.
Might makes me right.
Eat paint. Okay. Yeah, that would actually... that wouldn't be good for an engineer, though, because if they have lead in the paint, that lowers IQs, and we need our brain cells. Where is there somebody up above? They're still up above. How are they up above? How are they all the way up there? I don't care right now when the numbers and skills could easily change. Yep. Oh, they will definitely change. We've seen it in the past. I mean, I'll be playing them all on the 20th. Playing Scourge and World v World because the guild build lets you have a bolt in each weapon set, and you can't help but think about Scourge having lost its the rather core ability. Yeah, it always changes, and sometimes that's fine, but sometimes it yeah, kind of sucks. All right, where is this one? There was a bad guy, and I couldn't find him. And he's back. How he came back, I don't know. Look, there's a bad guy there. It was above me when I was over here. Now it's not. Now it's above me. So it's above me somewhere. No idea where. He's still above me. Okay, he's at a level here. Apparently he is inside the machinery. I just wanted to kill him. Yeah, the mass res was obviously a big loss.
Might makes me right.
I need some backup!
Losing blood.
But we have in the past seen certainly significant changes from the beta test. I mean, Mechanist is still, I'll be generous, very straightforward to play, but in the beta, Mechanist was stupidly overpowered. Holy
Might
crap.
makes me right.
It's still good, make no mistake. It's like my 4th most played spec. Demon Hunter, Dragon Hunter, Guardian is my most played. The next 3 most played, I think, are probably Reaper, Pistol, Deadeye, Thief, and Mechanist. You're suggesting to new players, at least in this scenario, would be that these old zones weren't designed with mounts in mind. Your objective might be easier to access if you approached it from that perspective. Yeah, certainly.
Fear now you suffer.
Is there an interior to this building? Because if so, I am completely unaware of it. I don't think so. My guess would be that it is just one of the many spawns for the event, and it's most of the time, if not all the time, it spawns inside the geometry. Might be. There might be a lower level entrance somewhere. But if so, again, not one I'm aware of. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. There are a lot of things I'm not aware of. I'd make a list, but I'm not aware of them. Huh? Maybe instead of gun, I should try that instead. Let's see, 324. Okay, it's an 8-point maximal hit size increase. Fine, I guess. Come on, come on. Oh. I have my 1250. You can often know that there is a thing you don't know. Correct. But knowing what you don't know, not most of the time. This is ogres, right? Yeah, it's the ogres. Ogre murdering time. They're all gone. Somebody's been killing the ogres before me. Let's try spear. Don't know if I've done anything with spear on Elementalist. Somebody's just been murdering the living shit out of the ogres. I hope they're not going to be upset. I like the visuals on that attack for sure. Sure, I will volunteer to move to a more busier map. And yes, more busier is totally a thing.
Eat pain.
Would I lie? He would lie. Don't believe him. I do like that attack. Gotta say, the electric artillery, kind of a fan. Would you guys like some electric artillery? I bet you would.
Fury is mine.
It's shocking how much people like it. Never mind.
Quickly.
No, I didn't say anything. Why do you bring it up? I have not. I think I can say done much with Spear on Engineer. Kind of like it so far. Kind of nifty. I hate to think what I'm doing to their food supplies, though. I'm betting it's not hygienic. One more of anything ought to do.
That's all me. Defense.
That's another level. That's another completion from the adventure guide. I'm above the fog line. Coming in for a landing. I've got a heart. Got another level. Is somebody shooting fireballs at me? Is that one of you guys? You kids today. I can't take you anywhere. Thought that might be the case. Good evening. Those are much better pants. One thing I have learned in life and in gaming, never say no to better pants.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
And because we have a new item of attire, as is tradition around here, that means new random dies. And here we go. Oh, that's so much not better. Freshen, Copper Penny, Clove, and Camel. Those are colors. Also, the camouflage on your mount ain't cutting it. Puke? If you're puking that color, I would go more mucusy. I think it's more mucusy. I do like the mount though. With the Choosy box, I chose that same mount. Was the mount Choosy box, was that for Janther? But that was the mount I chose as well. I do love me some Choosy boxes, not gonna lie. Soto maybe? Yeah, the skin for that mount. No, isn't it a Warclaw skin? That'd have been Janther then. I think. Hi, Ferden.
Something. Talk to you later.
Do we actually have points? We do. I can feel a sneeze lurking at the outside. You had the headphones off. The roommate came down to let you know the CO2 sensor. That's not good. I mean, it could be worse. It could be carbon monoxide. That's not. That one will really kill you. But the CO2 is not great. Don't die. You can count on me for a very positive, uplifting message. Don't die. It's because I care so much that I can make such a pronouncement that you shouldn't die. Just, couple of guys just vanished. Hey, leave the villager alone, you separatist scum.
Help! I'm under attack!
You certainly are, lady. Allow me to protect you.
Thank the gods you came along.
Don't thank the gods. It was me. While I'm godlike, I can't claim to actually be a god. Makes you wonder what she's doing in a room. Have a sensor down there and one in the bedroom. They aren't going off. Heavy breathing. Lots and lots of heavy breathing. I'm certain that's it. More XPs. I do like the visuals for the spear attacks, I have to say. They're very nice for the NG. Thumbs up all the way to the artist and implementer for those. Really nicely done.
Losing blood.
I'll res this poor individual. Oh my goodness, it's so sad. Wake up. It's so hard to get good help these days, you know? Oh, nice knockback, punk. This bush is suspicious. Like the doorways in town. I'm not sure what makes them suspicious, but evidently they're suspicious. I would also like to complain that when the wolves summon more wolves, the summoned wolves do not give you any heart progress. I feel this is clearly unfair and perhaps even a violation of my rights. Hi guys, here I come.
That's all me right there.
You know, that actually was a pretty good batch of AE. Heart complete. Level complete. What do we have? Something big and ugly over there. And it's not me for a change. It is, in fact, the champion-branded Devourer and Schrodinger's Thief, who appears to be a pistol unloader himself. Well, it is kind of my deal to try and see what I can do. Somebody else working on a champ, I will give it a try.
Healing here.
Oh! Maybe pay a little more attention to when he turns to attack me, or
Help me out.
possibly turn to attack Schrodinger's Thief.
I'm failing quickly.
And, yeah, we're neither one of us is in great shape. There's another person here. They're trying to get me up. And it worked.
Do you see? I did that.
Satisfy boiling point.
Eat pain. Help me out. They can't keep me down. Nothing can bring me down.
It's not true that nothing can bring me down. Gravity does all the time.
I'm amazing.
And evidently, I think I'm amazing. I'm not convinced that I am actually amazing, but evidently some part of me thinks so. Whoops! You definitely do not want to get in the business end of the giant devourer. That has proven to be a poor choice previously.
I don't have long.
Got him. Was it 3 of us? Looked like it was 3 of us. A couple people coming by too late to get their share of the glory. Nice try, but you weren't brave and capable enough. Perhaps next time, lowly individuals. Just me being me. Which is, let's face it, that's not a particularly high bar. Did we get more hero points? Did we? No. No, we did not. Hard complete. More stuff. More stuff. In the immortal words of the script, stuff, stuff, stuff! New shield. An improvement. Gloves. Yeah, I'm sure. A branded strongbox. If I had a hammer. My spear seems pretty good, but it does seem lower level than it should be. I can...
This is most remarkable.
Take care of that. Yep. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Those all need to get sold. Chicken chaser. Looks like you caught a really big chicken. Translucent turtle skin. Very nice. I hit 60, so I got the Sorrow's Embrace invitation. Thanks, Zojia. I won't be coming to your party. I'm going to probably pick up a new spear because my old one is really low level. Because I was kind of enjoying the spear gameplay. I don't think I've done anything, as I mentioned, with spear for the Engie before. Seems pretty good. My rifle's probably low level too. I wasn't doing much with the rifle, that's for sure. I wasn't feeling the rifle.
Nothing can bring me down.
Let's check the item levels. 31 and 32. I'm 60. Let me think. Could this have accounted for why I wasn't doing a lot of damage? No. I think it must have been the other players who I was working on that champion with. I'm sure that was it. Also, whoop. Oh, look at that 27 silver waiting for me. I am wealthy beyond the dreams of Croesus. How about a rifle? Oh, I don't know. How about, since we're level 60, how about we level 60? Power, precision, ferocity, 17. That seems like a good number. And how about a spear? Spears. Healing power. Ooh. Who do they think I am? Healing power. Oh, this one's going to cost a bit, isn't it? Or we can just get a low level one. That's fine. Grand total of like 34 silver spent to vastly increase my damage numbers. For instance, my base attack right now was doing 86. 152. That's a higher number, isn't it? If I'd been smart, no chance of that. I would have purchased new primary weapons before I headed out for the evening.
Threshold achieved.
But I'm now set for tomorrow. Speaking of which, I want to thank you guys for hanging out. As always, I am very appreciative. I will be back at the usual time, I expect, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more of my nonsense. We will continue leveling this character, working towards, one more time, level 80. Odds are pretty decent we will get a character slot sale, and I have my gems ready from the expansion purchase, and so may be able to get enough slots that I can have 5 of each character class or profession, and 1 left over for a key farm. Knock on wood. But I'm going to call it here for the evening. Again, thank you guys very much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Friday night goes great, or possibly Saturday. And that your weekend kicks ass. I will expect a full report on your weekend activities on my desk first thing Monday morning. Have a great weekend. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.